ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mesdames, messieurs, beaux enfants. And as you can see, I'm quite dressed accordingly. The reverse retros are back. Oh, God. Okay. Why? Why? Why are they back? Why are they back? Again, the timing's wrong. Right. So let me very, very quickly refresh your memory, just in case, like for example, if you're Seattle fans, you're new, or you're just new to hockey in general. Let me quickly refresh your memories. So back in the shortened 2020-21 season, the league, along with Adidas, launched a new initiative called the Reverse Retros, where the idea is you would take a jersey from the team's archives and you would reverse the colours of it. So, for example, this used to be dominant. So this that I'm wearing from the last round, this was originally dominantly teal, and then for the reverse retro, they flipped the colours and made it grey. I loved this. I was very surprised. Because I remember when the first round was being announced and everything, and in the build to it, I thought, oh, that's not going to like. I don't know what's amazing about it. I wasn't sure I was going to feel about it, especially touching what's been Sharks Gold Dust. Our jerseys are Gold Dust. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Then when the release day came, I thought, like, actually, oh no. I quite love it. I love it. So I love it, bought it, and do like to wear it a lot. I'm a bit sad we didn't wear this a lot often, because we only got to wear this sport in that 2021 season. We only really wore it 4 times, but in 2 blocks. So in 2 block fixtures against Vegas and 2 fixtures against St. Louis. But yeah. Now, the thing with me, that is where this sort of failed, because the league capped how many times you could wear these jerseys. The league capped it, and they've done it again, and that's where I think it failed, because by only being allowed to wear it for so many times, it means you don't get an opportunity to really sort of appreciate them as much, and it just sort of flops. And plus, after the 2021 season, did we really see any of these be put into sort of rotation or incorporated? It's like, because the idea is, below these reverse retros, you could have maybe used them, particularly if you haven't got third jerseys. They could have been used as thirds, but none of them really have. I mean, yeah, but yeah. Now, at the time, so back in 2020, I was a bit on the fence of whether or not this was a good idea, or was this a cash cow scheme to try and generate the loss of revenue that obviously COVID-19 has, and was still going to have a knock-on effect for the league. Because if you remember, for 2020-21, we had very much it all done behind closed doors. I think towards the end of the year we did see some teams be allowed to have their fans back, not by much numbers, but yeah. So for me, I have now, with the fact they've now done Reverse Retro 2.0, I'm officially calling this a cash cow scheme. It's a cash cow scheme, and I pray to God this is the last time we do it, because I've got the group image on my screen. I'm hoping over the next couple of coming days and weeks to find good quality images of each jersey, so we can do a range of stuff. And in fact, stick around for the whole video, because at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you what our plans are regarding this second wave, as well, call it. So stick around for the whole video, and I'll let you know about that at the end. So yeah, so the first sort of rumblings I heard about a 2.0, a second wave, was kind of in the summer, when leaks were dropping left, right and centre regarding several teams. In fact, quite a few of these have ended up being leaked. The Islanders got leaked, the Canucks got leaked, the Oilers got leaked, Columbus has got leaked, Nashville's got leaked, Vegas has got leaked, Columbus has got leaked, Washington's got leaked, I think I'm not too sure if Minnesota's got leaked as well. But there was about 8 or so. So there was at least 6, possibly 8 teams who just got theirs leaked. So this is just, I don't think in 2020 we had any leaks. So that just shows how well this project's considered, really, because you just leak. But the big leak, of course, came at Sharks 365. So the first news I heard was back in the summer when leaks were coming for the Adidas and Canucks were brought out. That got me thinking, oh no, not again, not again. Because the timing is wrong, because Seattle, the Kraken Nation, you've only just joined us. This time, you've only just joined us. This is obviously year 2 for the Kraken. So, what could they reverse retro? Now I have to say with the Kraken, I have to give them full credit for being able to come up with a creative option, just like what Vegas did in the first batch. In the first wave, Vegas was only in year 3, and they managed to come up with something brilliant. But Seattle, this is year 2 for them. So the time is just wrong. If you waited a good another 5-10 years, maybe we could have done it properly. Because by then, Seattle and Vegas would have been around for a good amount of years, and they might be able to do something. But no, it just doesn't work. But yeah, so, and of course, because the Kraken wasn't in it last time, that sort of just a little bit of smuggled up what I'm going to be planning for future Tier Report bids coming forward. But like I say, stick around to the end of the show before something like that. So for me, the official confirmation from me this was gonna happen was at the Sharks 365 event, where we got asked a question about reverse retros, and we said, oh, they should be out October 20. And I was like, hold on, were we supposed to tell people that? Were we supposed to mention that? Shouldn't this be coming from the league? So in a way, we kind of blew the whistle. We blew the whistle on them. Good. Glad to. In the words of Janelle on BB22, sorry to spoil your plans, Commissioner Bettman. Because I bet he and his cronies wanted to keep this as a surprise till release day, and then we go and reveal it. Sorry to spoil your plans. Not really, considering you set us up for failure for this season, so... So yes, I'm actually quite glad we did blow the whistle on this, because we have really been stitched up for this season. But that's not for now. That is not the time. That's not the time. We're talking about Retro today, but as so we blew the whistle, and so on October the 19th, we got little teaser videos. What was the point of these teaser videos? Now, I suffer from a visual impairment, so I couldn't tell what these were full stop. But how is somebody who's not like me supposed to make her tell us what those were? It was like, for goodness sake. And then October 20th, the full release happened. I'm going to bring... so the full release has happened. So we now have them all in detail. Oh, I forgot, Arizona got leaked. I knew there was one of the teams that got leaked. Arizona was a leak. Just in case I didn't mention them. But yeah, so many teams got leaked. At least a quarter of the teams in the league, their jerseys got leaked. Not great. So, I just don't have any good things to say about this, because I remember the last time I literally just didn't know what to make of it, and I still feel like that now. 2 years on, actually. 2 years on. I know it doesn't feel like 2 years on, because technically it was a shortened season, the 2021 season, and it didn't really begin until 2021. There was no 2020 portion of it, unless you count the draft. But I just didn't know what to make of it then. I don't know what to make of it now. I mean, on paper, it sounds like a good idea, a nice little bit of fun. But in reality, alright, when you have to bring reality into play here, it just doesn't look good. For me, I think Wave 2, there's so many I hate. In the first wave, there were quite a lot of teams who were actually quite tolerable. But in Wave 2, there are so many teams that I just look and go, what the hell is that? And, cop out. That's dull. That's boring. You just did a reverse of your You just did a road version of your current jerseys. That's dull. What the fuck? What the WTF? Why has Vancouver got their HLT's logo on? But more. But yeah, so just why? Well, actually, I can possibly think why. The only reason I can think why we have been given a Reverse Retro 2.0 is that this is probably Adidas' sort of big swan song before they ride off into the sunset. Because if you haven't already heard by now, and this for me was still a big shock over the summer. Adidas have confirmed that after next season, so the 2023-24 season, Adidas will no longer be partnering with the AHL. So the AHL has got 2 years to find a new partner ready for the 2024-25 season. I've got no idea who's gonna be a new partner. And we are gonna do a video on my thoughts about Adidas as a whole. That'll be for people no time. So but that for me is probably the only reason I can think of as to why we are getting a second batch of reverse retro jerseys, because this is probably Adidas' way of saying, goodbye. It's like having a last hurrah. Except they're not going to kick the bucket at the end of it. It's always like they're having this one big last hurrah. And then they'll go. That's the only reason I can think of. But if that's the case, you could have done it next year rather than this year. But no. Yeah. But looking at some of these teams, the group, a lot of these, I think, I've really got to look at these. So a bit. There are a few who I think, wow. There are some wows in there. I know if you probably can't tell from my tone and recognition, but there are a few that I thought were good. There are a few teams who have copped out. What I mean by copped out is they've basically done what they did last time, and those teams know who they are. Oh, come on! Why am I pretending that I'm not going to name and shame? Come on, you know me by now. I so love to name and shame. Rangers, Capitals, copped out, did exactly what they did. What they did last time, but a different shade of colour. I may be visually impaired, but I'm not simple. So you two copped out. Is Tampa similar to what they did last time? Is it a road version? And Toronto's also looks suspiciously similar to what they did last time, but maybe different stripings. But yeah. There are some that I do quite love, like Montreal, Nashville, Minnesota, Seattle. I even love Seattle's. I think Seattle did a very good job, and I can't believe I'm going to say this as a Sharks fan. I love LA's. I know! Shoot me! Shoot me now! Shoot me! I can't believe I said that. But we have sort of gone past the Kings rivalry. That's not really sort of as it used to be, is it? So, but no, shoot me! Can't believe I said that. Yeah. But I think some teams have made an improvement from the first time around. Arizona, for example, of course, back then Arizona was still our division rivals. Oh, happy days. But yeah, Arizona for me were the few teams in the last round I was kind of on the fence. But this round, I think theirs is a lot more beautiful than last time. So yes, I think they've stepped up. I think Philadelphia has stepped up. New Jersey definitely stepped up. Who else stepped up? Well, I think they're kind of... Nashville definitely have wiped the floor in this round. That's quite interesting, because if you watched my reverse retro videos we did with all the mascots, when we got them on, talk my thoughts about them and pick my fave. You go watch those back, by the way. By the way, they're all there in the To Report Bids playlist. They each call reverse retros as a number. We did tear them, so if you want to look at which team you are, you need to go and look at the number. But you can tell because we've got the teams' jerseys on the artwork. So you got stuff. So you go. So if you want to go and check out all the work we did in 2021 on the reverse retros from 2021, you can go into the Two Report Biz playlist and you can just find them. If you want to just go for your teams, then just look at the number and the artwork, and you'll find it there. Or you will watch more. But for me, last time I thought there was one particular team that stood out as the overall winner. It was Minnesota. This time around, it's Nashville. And I will talk about this more in detail in obviously our new Reverse Retro 2.0 project we're going to do over the next coming months. I will talk more in detail. I just want to give a good little thoughts today. Are there any other teams that have improved? New Jersey. Yeah, they stepped it up. Teams that I thought, teams that I thought did well last time, but sort of gone down estimations. Well, Columbus. I actually did quite like Columbus in the first round, but for me, they've gone down a step here because it just looks plain, dull, and boring. So, Columbus is one that's gone down. Edmonton's gone down. Colorado gone down. Who else? Who else did I quite like last time, but has got to take a step down? I think they were the main ones that I praised last time, but this year I feel they've gone sort of down in estimation a bit. I mean, Everton tried, but it's not really quite great. It's not really quite impressive. But yeah, there's gone down. There were some that were a bit of a shock in terms of the overall file design, because in some whispers and murmurings, we did hear that certain teams were going to go with this colour or that colour. And then the final result is just a bit of a shock. For me, one of those tickets was Boston. I heard Boston were going to do what they call the Pooh Bear. But I'd heard they were going to do it as a yellow background, not a white background. And I think the white background looks okay, but yellow background would have been interesting. That's interesting to see. Okay, of course, yeah, so that's a bit of a shock. But Vancouver. Now, you know Vancouver's logo is the Droid Canuck logo, but of course that is now the official logo of the Abbotsford Canucks. So what were they thinking? I will talk about it more in detail in their video, but what were you thinking, guys? I'm sure you could have done something around that and not come in. What were you thinking? Because that to me now just looks like a potential third jersey for the Abbotsford Canucks. It really does. Oh dear. Ours hate. I'll say it now. I hate ours. I really hate ours. And I will say it now on the record. I will not be buying it. Whereas last time I was like, give me. Take my money. Go on, take it. Take my money. This is like, no. I love this one. Should have worn it more often. We should have made it a third jersey. Loved it. But no. I just hate. I literally just looked at it and just gone, nope. So I will not be purchasing that. Not even for keepsake's sake. I will not be purchasing my team's reverse retro. I'm making that stance now. Not buying it. I'll talk more about that with Sharky another time. But yeah. But I'm not really impressed with this second wave. I just think, what was the point? This really should have been just a one-time thing. It should have been a one-time only. It's happened, it's done. Move on, and let's just now do something else. But yeah, just as a whole. Now there are 3 teams, just before we finish off. There are 3 teams now who I think could maybe incorporate these as the future sets. With their current jersey lineups. And those teams are Anaheim, Minnesota, and Carolina. Now, for Minnesota, easy. Because what Minnesota done for round 2 is they've done a home version of what they did in round 1. So it would not surprise me within, say, the next 5 years, Minnesota transfer from their current primaries into the reverse retros and make them the official primaries. I could see that being a runaway success. I would keep it, and Minnesota will need to do a New Jersey for a good maybe solid 10-15 years. I could see that happening. With Anaheim, now of course with Anaheim the problem is, would they be allowed to use the Mighty Ducks logo full time? Would they have to go and negotiate with the House of Mouse? But Anaheim's bird jersey is gorgeous. This is basically a road version of that. So easily you could maybe slip this reverse retro and the Ducks bird jersey and those are your new primaries. The question is, would you be able to keep the Mighty Ducks logo on? You could easily swap it with the current Ducks logo. That would be a problem, but I'm just saying. Now, Carolina is interesting because Carolina this year were 2 teams that promoted their third jersey to their primary home jersey. The other way is Vegas. But Carolina is tricky because with the 2.0 jersey for the reverse retros, they've got a new home kit there because their current roads, which they debuted in, what was it? Was it 2019? Was it the 1920 season or was it the 2021 season? Anyway, one of those years, their current road was, which of course got the Kane script. You know, they've now got a home base with the 2.0s. They've got a home version of that. So what you can need to do is just take the what was there old third jersey. This is going to conquer now. By the way, so what they could do is take the old third jersey, which is now the home jersey, make that back into a third jersey, and then do reverse retro 2.0s home, current road is away. You got a perfect kit. But yeah, so it does bring some ideas of what teams can maybe do going forward, but I don't think after this season you're going to see any of these in being sort of streamlined. You're not going to see any of these in we just pop them out and then nope, they'll go back into the archives like the last one did. Right. But for me as a whole, I now have a definitive answer of whether or not to call it a cash cow scheme or not. It's a cash cow scheme. Right! Before we go, and if you manage to stick around for the whole video, thank you. Your support is always appreciated. But before we go, I want to tell you my plans now for the reverse retro. Because once I heard we're going to do a second wave, I thought, right, we've got to do something for the tier report, haven't we? We've got to do. So, we're not going to do what we did last time. While that was fun, it would be interesting to see who would now be chosen as favours and all that. But of course, obviously, but yeah, it would be fun to do again. But no, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to do something fresh. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do across the next few weeks and months. We're going to be doing comparison videos. So we're going to do one for each team. So that'll be 32 as a whole. Now Cracker Nation, I'll explain you guys in a moment. But for the 31 teams that were in the last batch, what we're going to do for you guys, we're going to do comparison videos. So I'm going to bring up their mascot. So for the Rangers, it's going to be you won't have one. But I'll bring up their mascot with us as a special guest. We're going to talk about my thoughts of their 2.0 reverse retro jersey. We're going to then compare that to their first reverse retro jersey. And then at the end of each show, we're going to choose one to bin. Oh, yes! Bring out the Golden Bulls reference. Oh, yeah. We're going to choose a jersey to bin. So, basically, if you could only have what each team won as to represent as their ideal reverse retro, that's what we're going to do there. So, we're going to pick one to bin. And for a lot of teams, that's going to be easier said than done. But that's what we're going to do for the 31 teams that were in it last time. So we'll have their mascot pop up. They can come and be on the show again. We'll talk from my thoughts about their 2.0 reverse retro. We'll compare it to their last one. And then at the end of each show, we will choose one of the reverse retros to bin. Alright, so that's going to be interesting. Now, Cracker Nation, you can't do that. Because obviously the last batch, you weren't here. For the Seattle Kraken, we'll just do what I did in the first wave. In the first wave, before we even started that little project, I did like an initial tier report bid on my overall thoughts of our reverse retro, and did my general thoughts about it before we then got to the project. That's what I have to do with the Kraken, and I'm not sure we'll have your mascot with us for that. We'll have to see. Get mass produced them, Seattle, because my collection now is not complete. Is incomplete again. Thought it was complete in 2020. Nope, it's not complete now. But we'll see. So come on, Seattle. Get mass producing your mascot. Get him into the product lines. We can add to the collection. And he can be part of the show. So for Seattle Kraken, with you guys, it's just gonna be like a general. We'll talk about your reverse retro jersey and give my thoughts on it. And for you guys, that will be your definitive reverse retro, because I hardly doubt there's going to be a round 3. I think this is probably would be just an Adidas exclusive project, and really, given how wave 2's gone, I don't think I want to have a third wave. No third wave, please, no third wave. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. I mean, it would have been tempting to have done what we did last time again, but I thought, no, I want to do something fresh, something new, and see how it goes. So that's what we're going to do. So yeah, so keep an eye out on that going forward. It won't be for a while. It probably isn't going to be until after Christmas. So that we officially start publishing them. We might as well get a couple of them recorded before Christmas, but I don't think it's going to be until after Winter Classic that you're going to see these actually being published onto the channel. But get subscribing now, so if you haven't already, get subscribing to the channel now, and then that way you will never miss out when each one pops up. Okay, so that's so if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I recommend you click the subscribe button now, and that way once we start the new reverse retro project, you won't miss a single moment when it comes out. So, yeah, so we're going to be very, very busy with the total bids on this couple of months. Yeah, but as a whole, I'm officially now prepared to say this is 100% a cash cow scheme, and please let this be the last time it happens. So, thank you so much for joining us for today's show. If you've loved it, do click the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, can I recommend? I know I just said, but I'm going to remind you now, because like I said, we always want to drive that number up on subscribers. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, click the subscribe button. It takes a second, and once you are subscribed, you never miss a cinema when you come and clean brand episodes of Chill Report Bids. Don't forget, you can listen and subscribe to the Chill Report podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And we would love to hear from you, our dear fans. We'd love to hear from you guys. So if you've got any thoughts on how the season's going, got any questions you'd like to ask us, or if you've got any suggestions for a future episode of a future Chill Report bid, say that in, we might consider it. So get in touch with us at chillreportpodcast@gmail.com. I'll give you that again, it's chillreportpodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. And so, to the next one, also for me to say, and so I'll leave you